This is the Mojave, the next-generation drone of the future. This cutting-edge aircraft is poised to redefine modern warfare. As a direct successor to the notorious Reaper, it boasts advanced technology that not only rivals but exceeds its predecessor. Equipped with the ability to carry miniguns, the Mojave can now perform missions that were previously impossible. Although the Mojave and Reaper drones share a strikingly similar appearance, several key differences set them apart, starting with size. The Mojave features a 52 feet wingspan and measures 29 feet in length, making it roughly 25% smaller than the Reaper. Under the hood, the Mojave runs on a single Rolls-Royce M250 engine, delivering 450 shaft horsepower. This is approximately half the power of what the Reaper generates. Even with a less powerful engine, the Mojave manages its weight far more efficiently. It can take off carrying up to 7,000 pounds of fuel and ordnance, compared to the 4,900 pounds the Reaper can lift. Remarkably, this extra load does not hinder its performance in flight. The Mojave can cover a maximum range of roughly 1,000 nautical miles while performing its missions, and it is capable of executing a diverse set of tasks. Building on the intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance roles established by earlier drones, the Mojave is equipped with an extensive suite of classified sensors, arrays, and cameras, allowing operators to track targets from across the globe. What truly distinguishes the Mojave from the Reaper is its arsenal. It features 7 hard points in total, 3 beneath each wing and 1 under the center fuselage. These mounting points can carry up to 3,600 pounds of additional fuel or weapons, including as many as 16 Hellfire missiles, double the Reaper's capacity. Beyond these missiles, the Mojave can deploy a weapon never before seen on an armored drone. Normally found only on manned aircraft, the Mojave now carries 2 Dillon Aero D6 minigun pods, 1 mounted beneath each wing. This feature is unprecedented for a drone, marking a historic first in UAV weaponry. In addition, the Mojave introduces innovations that allow it to operate from more austere locations than any other armed drone. It features STOL technology, standing for short takeoff and landing, which greatly expands its deployment options. Thanks to an advanced wing design featuring enlarged leading-edge slats, double-slotted flaps, and drooping ailerons, the Mojave can launch from runways as short as 400 feet when unarmed and about 1,000 feet when fully loaded. By contrast, the Reaper demands at least 5,000 feet of runway. This capability lets the Mojave operate from rugged environments that would never support larger drones. But that's not the Mojave's only edge. Beyond carrying new weapons and boasting STOL capability, this drone can be disassembled and loaded into the back of a C-17, allowing it to be airlifted anywhere across the globe. With only 4 crew members in about 90 minutes, the Mojave can be put back together right in the field, then launched into action exactly where it's required. But how does the Mojave hold up once it's in the fight? After takeoff, the drone heads straight toward the battle space. Along the way, its operator fine-tunes the speed, altitude, and angle of attack to maximize effectiveness. Then, suddenly, an opening in the clouds reveals multiple high-value targets. In plain sight are several vehicle-borne IEDs, a pair of improvised gun trucks, and 2 clusters of hostile fighters preparing to strike a nearby coalition base. Once clearance comes down from higher command to halt the looming strike on friendly forces, the Mojave dives straight into action. The operator squeezes the trigger, unleashing twin 7.62 caliber miniguns, each spitting out 3,000 rounds per minute. In just seconds, torrents of fire rain down, shredding vehicles and cutting through enemy fighters on the ground. After completing the first strike run, the operator circles back for another pass, targeting the militants now scattering in retreat. In under 30 seconds of non-stop fire, the Mojave burns through 3,000 rounds, eliminating 7 enemies. And even after that, it still has plenty of ammo left to finish the mission it was originally sent to carry out. So, where did this showdown actually happen? Not in the place you might expect. While the story is told as a scenario, the Mojave really carried out its very first close air support test in the deserts of Yuma, Arizona, back in April 2024. During that trial, the Mojave made history firing miniguns at ground targets for the first time in drone warfare. The result? Total success, with all 7 targets wiped out. Even if that mission was only a simulation, the Mojave brings very real advantages to the fight, starting with unmatched versatility. For years, drones like the Reaper have rained destruction from above, with Hellfires and other precision munitions. But now, strapping miniguns onto an unmanned aircraft changes the entire game. Take the test run in the Yuma Desert as an example. The Mojave carried 8 Hellfire missiles along with its twin miniguns. This loadout gives it the ability to strike a much broader set of targets than the Reaper ever could. Where the Reaper tops out at 8 with its missiles, the Mojave can potentially hit 30 more by firing controlled 2-second bursts at each enemy. One of the Mojave's biggest advantages is its ability to take on a broader set of missions. Yes, both the Reaper and Mojave can handle recon and precision strike operations, but the Mojave pushes it further thanks to upgraded software and advanced onboard sensors. It can step in for close air support, laying down fire for troops on the ground. And with its miniguns, it can suppress enemy fighters in a role that's usually reserved for the legendary A-10 Warthog. Now, let's be clear. The Mojave isn't meant to replace the A-10, but if the Warthog does bow out around 2029 without a direct successor, the Mojave could help the Air Force bridge that gap and cover parts of the legendary jet's mission profile. On top of that, the Mojave is far better suited for urban missions. Launching Hellfires in crowded streets risks collateral damage, but using miniguns delivers pinpoint accuracy on the bad guys. And thanks to its short takeoff and landing ability, this drone can be deployed from more locations than ever before. High peaks, arid valleys, and even naval decks can now host the Mojave. Yes, you heard that right, ships as well. In fact, late last year, a British carrier proved it when the Mojave successfully launched and landed at sea, marking the first time a drone of this size pulled it off. Even though it's a machine, the Mojave isn't flying on its own. Behind the scenes, a full team is running the show. Thanks to satellite links, the operators guiding these drones are nowhere near the front lines. Most of them are actually stationed at a secret Air Force outpost in the Nevada Desert Creech Air Force Base. From this hidden hub, U.S. drone crews have taken down some of the world's most high-profile terrorists over the past few decades. The Mojave isn't officially in service yet, but when it is, you can bet it'll be flown from Creech. So how does a drone like this get operated from halfway around the globe? If the Mojave is stationed overseas, a local contractor is needed just to get it off the ground. That's because even the slight 2-second lag from Nevada to the satellite and back could cause a dangerous mishap during takeoff. Once it's in the air, though, the local pilot hands control over to the team at Creech, who take it from there. The men and women flying these drones aren't your everyday operators. Because they often share the skies with manned aircraft in contested zones, the Air Force requires every drone pilot to already be a fully qualified aviator. Once an Air Force pilot earns their wings on their initial aircraft, they can later transfer to Creech. There, they train on advanced simulators to operate the Reaper and eventually, the Mojave. But the pilot isn't the only one guiding this drone. With so much gear and firepower on board, a sensor operator steps in to share the load. While the pilot keeps eyes on flight safety and pulls the trigger when it's time, the sensor operator manages the cameras, the comm suite, and the high-tech systems that make the drone's mission possible. But could things change in the near future? Recent Air Force statements reveal they've already tested flying multiple drones at once, using only a single pilot paired with one sensor operator. What this means for the Mojave is still uncertain, especially since the program remains under wraps and in active development. One thing, however, is crystal clear. No matter how the Air Force chooses to employ it, the Mojave is destined to dominate battlefields for years ahead. Next, let's look at the drones that are America's and allies' secret weapons and the speed demons of the sky. The RQ-4 Global Hawk. It can hit remarkable speeds of up to 357 miles per hour. This sleek and highly capable drone was built for fast reconnaissance and precise surveillance, making it a vital tool for any modern fighting force. With advanced avionics and cutting-edge design, the RQ-4 showcases engineering at its finest. It isn't just reliable, it's a true marvel that demonstrates how technology is redefining unmanned flight. The RQ-4 Global Hawk proved indispensable during the conflict in Afghanistan, delivering real-time intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance to forces on the ground. With an endurance exceeding 30 hours, it could span massive regions and maintain unbroken coverage, giving troops a constant eye in the sky. The XQ-58, a Valkyrie. XQ-58, a Valkyrie, a cutting-edge drone capable of reaching blazing speeds of up to 652 miles per hour. With its advanced propulsion system and sleek aerodynamic frame, it can cover massive distances quickly while maintaining outstanding endurance. The Valkyrie is a true game-changer, built for high-stakes surveillance and rapid target acquisition. As an experimental UAV, it was engineered to operate alongside manned aircraft, boosting the overall strength and versatility of the U.S. Air Force fleet. The Dassault Neuron. It is a true force in the skies, with a maximum speed of around 620 miles per hour. This high-flying drone comes loaded with sophisticated sensors, giving it the ability to collect vital intelligence from long ranges. The Neuron has achieved multiple records for both speed and endurance, securing its reputation as one of the fastest UAVs on the planet. Developed as a European stealth project, it represents a joint effort among several European nations to pioneer the next generation of combat drones. The legendary X-43A, the fastest unmanned aircraft ever built, with an unbelievable top speed of more than 6,600 miles per hour. This futuristic drone is the definition of raw speed and agility, shattering the limits of what unmanned flight can achieve. The X-43A isn't just the quickest, it's a technological breakthrough, standing as the peak of experimental UAV design and advanced aerospace innovation. Unlike conventional drones, it's a hypersonic test vehicle created by NASA in partnership with the U.S. Air Force. In fact, it set the official world record for the fastest aircraft ever, blazing to an astonishing Mach 9.6 during a historic 2004 test flight. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.